remember I remember stumbling, trying to feel my way into this dark room, and I stopped. I stood as a sharpened blade was pressed against my bare chest. And as I stood there, as I listened, this voice in the darkness explained to me the penalty, the bloody penalty, should I reveal the secrets of this group I was trying to join. And as I stood there, as I listened, I thought to myself, what the hell have I gotten myself into? So today, I want to talk about regret. 22 years ago, I had graduated from high school. I was preparing to leave home and go to Ohio State University. My grandparents drove up from Arkansas to Ohio to visit for a week. My grandfather had told me that he had something special planned, that he and I were going to go out to dinner. And the night came that we were supposed to do this. As we were walking out to the car, we stopped in the driveway, and he told me that he wanted me to join this secretive order that he was a member of. He had completely blindsided me with this request. I wasn't prepared for it. And I argued with him and I told him no. He tried to convince me. He told me that I would find great personal meaning and accomplishment by being a member of this order. And he told me that I would have fraternal brothers all over the globe, and I would have friends wherever I went. And he told me that I would have benefits and advantages as a member. And all this, he was right. I know that now. At the time, though, it felt like he was pushing so hard to get me to join. He's pretty hard-headed. I'm pretty hard-headed too. I argued and argued and argued with him. I am glad that I told him that if it meant that I could spend more time with him, then I would do it. But ultimately, he was going to go back to Arkansas. I was going to stay in Ohio. We weren't going to spend any more time together. So at that point, he looked to me and he said, "Would you do it if I told you that I was dying?" It seemed so crazy. He had been so stubborn and had pushed so hard to change my mind. I couldn't believe it. I looked at him and I said, if that was true, you wouldn't have driven 14 hours to come see us. We would have driven to see you. If that was true, the rest of the family would have already been talking about it and I would already know. It was so outlandish and seemed so unbelievable. I laughed in his face and I said, that can't be true. And he died 6 months later. What no one knew was that his fraternal brothers were keeping his secret. They were helping him to get back and forth to appointments because he was too weak after his treatment each week. He was too weak to drive himself home. I remember how disappointed he was that night. And I have regretted that day for the last 22 years. It's taken me a year now to join that order and become a member. And I'm only now realizing how much I missed. Not just in terms of what I would have experienced over the past 22 years, but also what I missed out on by not providing an opportunity for him to know that his legacy was being carried on. So today I want to make sure that you learn this. Take every opportunity you can to have shared experiences with the important people in your life. I hope that telling this story can help you live a life without the kind of regret that I've had to live with.